So I am now going to share with you how to do a quick and fun little gingerbread man. He's not little actually, he's about 8 inches tall. So, all right, so we're going to come down, and this is the guy, okay? So he's going to come together real quick, and this is not hard to do. But I feel like gingerbread men have been, obviously around for, many, many, many years, but they don't get the same, I don't know, popularity as, they don't have the same popularity as snowmen and other characters of the season, elves, etc. Okay, so I'm putting out some coffee latte, some burnt umber, some wicker white, and we're going to make this little guy look really cute. And I'll bet when you see him, you're going to think, okay, gingerbread men are kind of cute too. So, all right, now, first thing I want to do, I want to get some floating medium also because I'm on paper. I just sketched this design out. You can go onto Pinterest or any other site, or you can Google images and look up gingerbread men paintings, and you'll find all kinds of different designs out there. Okay, all right, so I've got a 12 flat here, and I'm going to load it with a lot of coffee latte and a little bit of white. All right, so we want to work those colors together to a lighter tan. I didn't want camel because camel's not brown enough, and I didn't want it to go to a lighter color with that. Okay, so I've got a nice load of white mixed with the coffee latte. All right, so we're going to come in right here, and I put a little gumdrop hat on him, and he's got a candy cane, and he's got a little bow tie, etc. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is come in here, and we're going to base coat the whole thing. And I'm going right over my pencil sketch. I can see it. No problem. Okay, and right up under his hat. And I'm going to get a little more medium. So I want to make sure my edges are nice and smooth. All right, now, so he's got a pretty little spice cookie colored face. Now I'm going to come over here once I got that on there, and I'm going to side load some burnt umber because we need to shade this a little bit. Okay, and we're going to come right around the side of his face, under. We don't want him to look burnt, all right, but just nicely browned. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the white and coffee latte after I've got that done, and I'm going to come right in here. Now, I'm going to go, like I said, right over my sketch lines because I can see through them. I made them dark enough when I sketched it so I could do that. All right, so here, and right up there. And keep the light color in the center of the arm, and that will help him look more round. Okay, more white and coffee latte, and we're going to come through here. So the arms come around like that. And it's just important to make sure you've got a nice smooth outer edge when you're stroking things like this. Okay, so I'm going to come around. Now, you notice as I went around those body shapes, I came back and smoothed them. Um, so that you have straight strokes and there's no curve in those strokes. Okay, so just a little bit more and then we will do that quick shading. So we have this little underside right there and then pull it up. And then it's the shading that's really going to bring him to life, of course. Trying to think of what other icons there are that are not commercial for the holidays, character-wise. I think there's reindeer, and those are kind of hard to do. Not too hard, but they're more of a challenge. Okay. And it's okay if the colors are streaky in this case because he's a cookie. So he might have some different colors going on. But if you want them perfect, that's fine too. Okay, and just bring his little feet over. So see how he's looking super cute? Okay, all right, so we've got his little head turned brown. Now I want to do the same thing with the rest of his body, so I'm going to side stroke some of this burnt umber, not too dark. All right, and we can come along the outside edge here. There. And just kind of smooth that out a little bit. It got a little dark there. He's crispy but not burnt, right? The fun thing I like about gingerbread men, as with several other things that we have for the holidays, is that you can decorate them. And you can get really creative with how you decorate them. And that's where we have our fun, right? Okay, and then we're going to come along here and here. Oops. So maybe he got a little too close to the flame on this side. He'll still taste good. Okay, over the foot and up the leg. Okay. Had to add a little floating medium because I'm getting dry here. So my month of December, I'm not teaching online classes, as you may have guessed, so much, you know, like to earn money. But I like to take the month and just enjoy the season and all the different things that come with it. So I will still be coming on and doing my lives every week. Next week, I'm going to share a quick and easy angel design. that I hope you'll like. Okay, so here we have our gingerbread man. We've got all his little body parts up and doing. Okay, so I'm going to take this, clean that, and I'm going to put out some red. So I've got apple red here. Yes, this would make a really fun class, Miss Donna. You're correct. You could do it as just a little party, Christmas party for kids or adults, and just set out all kinds of colors and different things. I've got some glitter here that I'm going to add to this too to help make him look festive. That would be a really fun time, and everybody's would look really cute. So, all right, next thing I want to do, I'm going to take this as an 8 flat, and I'm going to get my candy cane shape back, all right, so that I can add the stripes to that. And so it goes and tucks right into his arm right here, and then it pops out the bottom down here a little bit. And try not to make it any bigger than the top part, okay? All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that off because I don't want pink. Oh, I need to get white back here. We want to put his bow tie in here also. So he's got a little bow tie in here, and you need that white back. And you don't have to do this. You could just go with the red, and I'm probably being too picky about it, but if you put white underneath, it'll pop a little nicer. There. Okay. Now, so those two things are going to be red, and then we're going to have red down here on his feet. So his head is going to be a gumdrop, all right? So I'm going to come in here with this is lime green while I'm waiting for his body to dry. And I added just a little disc underneath so that his hat had a little brim to it. I'm just going to make that the same color, okay? So we're going to come out here. There we go. Okay, now with that same loaded brush, I'm going to come right over here and side load some white, and we're going to lighten up this top here and down the side. A little more white. Okay, so that curves down there at the bottom. And then right there at the top. So he's looking kind of cute. Got his little candy top hat on. Now I'm going to let that dry, and we can come and add some dots to it. Or I've got another thing I want to share with you that goes with that. Okay, now I'm going to put out some licorice so I can do his eyes, and I'm going to take, this is a 6 flat, get licorice, all right, and we're going to do, ooh, actually, I'm afraid I'm going to make too big eyes, but we're going to go for it. All right, so I'm side loading some white. And we're going to put those eyes right in here. Let me come down now so you can see the detail we're doing here. Okay, so we're just doing little oval shapes with the white to the outside, side loaded with the black. Okay. All right, now I'm going to take my script liner and get that same black, and we're going to come right in here, and we're going to outline the eye. It gives them little rounded cheeks. Like that. Okay, now clean that, dry it, get some white, and we're going to come right in here in the corners. Okay, and then with that same white, we're going to put highlight here and here. I should have done that first and then done the black. So now I can come back to my black. This brush has a little hair on the end and it's making fuzzies. There we go. Okay, so that's the eyes. And it's nice because you can come in with that black on the brush then and refine anything you might need to. Give them a little curve out there and out there. And then I'm going to come in with that same color. We're going to give them a little mouth right here, there, and there. And we're going to drop this down like that. And then I've got to come back to my 6 with some red. I'm going to load apple red on there. We're going to give him his little nose right here. And we're going to put a little bit of red inside the mouth right there. Okay. And then we're going to come and do the bow tie. That white should be dry now. So see how that white really does make a difference. It makes that red show its true color better because you've got that white underpainting under there. But you could have left it without the color from the brown. I'm going to side load a little of this burnt umber on this red brush, and this is going to enable me to do a little bit of shading on the folds of the bow tie, and you can do little pulls out here like that, and you can do a wipe off. Now I want that to dry before I do any of the red or any of the highlights with white because I don't want pink. So I wiped off my brush now and I'm coming back to the red, and we're going to come and do our stripes on our candy cane. So right here, and you're going to see my pencil lines, but if you were to do this, you would do them a lot fainter. I did them so dark so that you could see. Now when you do a candy cane or any kind of round thing, you've got to make it curved in your stroke. It can't be flat across. Okay, and then we have a separation for the white, and then we come back to the red. Now this is coming down into his hand, so I can't really curve that very well. All right, and then here. Right there. Okay, so now we have, oops, sorry about that. Now we want to clean this brush. And I'm going to come back to my white, because if you were not on paper, if you were on a colored background, you would then come back to your white, load it on this brush, and you would restroke your white stripes if you needed to. Or you could have done those first. But the white's nice to do last because it will cover up any oopses that you might have made with the red, as long as it's dry and doesn't turn pink. Okay, and then here, and then right here. Okay, so you would come all the way through all the white stripes on the candy cane. See, I got a little bit of pink right there, so I'll wipe that off. Okay, and then here. All right, now you could put a little bit of a shine on here if you wanted to. You can wipe this off, get some medium on there with what's left in there is white. Let me back up just a little. And you can come, now if this is dry, it's got to be dry or I'm going to get pink. Yeah, see, I got pink. That's okay. So that's got to dry a little longer. All right, so we'll wait and do that. All right, so now what we want to work on is, hi Shilpa, thanks for joining. I want to come in here with my script liner and some white, and we're going to do all the little frosting lines, okay? So he's got down here little wavy lines of the white frosting that they pipe on these guys. Make sure you go all the way to the edge so it looks like it's going around. All right, and then here, little wavy, like that. And you can make them thicker, or you can even use a 2 flat if you want them thicker than this. All right, and then we're going to put them on these cuffs here. And then he has a hairline up here. And the girl, gingerbread girls, they'll actually bring it down like it's hair coming down. I found this out in my investigation today on the anatomy of gingerbread items. Okay, so this goes up under his hat, and so you have to make that look like it disappears under there. All right, and then he has little white frosting eyebrows too, so you can do little wiggles like that. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I was off. So I came and did this white here up underneath the hat. And then I did a little wiggle brow there, and we're going to do another one right here. Okay, so a little frosting eyebrows. All right, and then the top of his nose, you're going to put a little curve right there, and right in the mouth right there. And then you can outline the candy cane if your pencil lines were showing. Now this is where you would do a little glare down the candy cane, right? Just to make that look a little more realistic, like it's rounded right there. And then I like to pull in, and it's better if you use a flat. So a little bit of white and floating medium to kind of highlight this bow tie here. There we go. Okay. And then he does have on like a little belt that we did in white as well. So I'm trying to see where I sketched that in, not that it matters. Looks like it, no, it's down here. Okay. So we come here and then back up and down and up and down. Okay, but you wouldn't go behind the candy cane, so that should have probably been something that I did first. But because this paint is dry, I can just take a damp, clean brush and wipe that back out so it shows. Okay. So this is what we have so far, and he's cute just like that. But I want to do one more thing for the face. I'm going to add a little cheek here. So I got a scruffy. I'm going to get some white and a little bit of the apple red, a little bit more white, and you want that light pink. Okay, so very little of that red, and it should be fairly dry, like a dry brush. And you're going to come in here and just tap little pink cheeks on his face like that. That's kind of cute. And then you take the handle of a big brush, you can come down here, and I put big, like those Red Hots. Used to get those candies on the ends of his feet. So you swirl little red dots down there. Okay, now I thought it would be kind of fun to make him look a little more Christmassy. I've got some red Glitterific here, and that's the big chunky pieces that are in it. And then I also have some fine Glitterific in silver. So I'm going to put a little bit of that out. Now this silver, because this has, it kind of catches all the light, you can take the flat of the brush and grab some of this. See all the different colors, there's iridescent colors and whatever, and you can come down the face of this. Let me come down so you can see that sparkle. Okay, so you can add some sugar to this gumdrop, see? And the green is going to show more because that's the background color. And this is going to give them a little sparkle. Okay, and then you can get the red Glitterific, which is really thick. And you can come in here to his tie if you want to make him look a little more fancy. And sparkle that up just a little bit. You can put it on really heavy or just a light coat with some of that showing through. Okay. All right, so let me get a little heavier white in here. There we go. So there's our fun little gingerbread man. And you can do a lot more with this. I could come in with a medium and my flat brush, get a side load of burnt umber, and we can come right up underneath the eyes here so that he's got a little more rounded cheeks under there. We can add a little chin down here. Then we can come in between here and here and get some shading done. See there? So there's a little bit of shadow coming under there and under here. So all kinds of fun things you can do. And, or you can just leave him the way he is. But I think he's cute. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson here of one of our lesser thought of holiday icons. And if you come and shade around on the edges, that pushes, there makes this, the white of the frosting trim a little more rounded, so it looks like it's supposed to go around right there and there, see? Gives them a little more rounded effect. So you do it on the waist here too. And here, down to there. You can even come underneath these little red, you have to be careful because they're still wet, under these little red cinnamon drops here. There we go. Okay, so he's kind of fun and cute, and I hope you like that. I'm going to put a little red highlight here and here. There we go. So that was fun. And just think about the, like one of you said, how you could have a little party and have the family, and maybe you pre-paint the, or show them how to paint the little guys, and then they can decorate them however they want. So there we go.